It's soft, spongy, rich, and it's my childhood favorite. Today, I will be sharing how I make Filipino hotcakes. Stick around to see how I make a Filipino classic, my own. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to share with you something that I have been eating growing up in the Philippines. I'm talking about Filipino hotcakes. I don't know why we call them hotcakes, not pancakes, but you guys, the most important thing is that it's really good. The flavor is not really much in towards the batter that we are going to make, but more so on the toppings. I'll share with you how I make my version and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is grab a frozen banana leaf and heat it directly on top of the fire. And you can buy this from any Asian grocery store and it'll be at the frozen section. What this will do is not only bring back the bright green color of the leaves, but it'll also bring out the sweet grassy aroma. If you know, you know. This is just part of the experience of eating Filipino hotcakes. If you burnt the section like I did, don't worry about it because we can always cut it later. Next, I grab my scissors and cut the stem. This is hard and fibrous and we're only going to be using the banana leaves as a handle, so we don't need this part. And then I'm cutting the leaf about 1 inch or 1.5 inches to make these long strips. And now you have the handle for your hotcake. Let's set it aside. In a bowl, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and to this I am adding 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 4 tablespoons of white sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I only have pink Himalayan salt, but you can use any salt you have. I'm just giving it a mix to make sure all of the dry ingredients are well incorporated. Then, for the wet ingredients, I have 2 cups of water. Now, some recipes would call for 2 cups of milk, but I find that using milk makes the batter richer and it caters more to the Western palate. You can definitely use milk if you prefer, but I'm going to add 2 cups of water instead of milk. To this, I am adding 2 large eggs, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and my twist on this Filipino favorite, 1/2 teaspoon of mango concentrate. So the mango concentrate does not only give the mango flavor in the batter, but it also has a yellow-orange color that is a must in Filipino hotcakes. Yellow food color is traditionally used, but I thought, since mango is a Filipino favorite, why not use it instead to elevate the dish? To this, I'm also adding 1/2 teaspoon of my homemade vanilla extract. You can also use store-bought if that's what you have. Then, I mix it all together. And now you should end up with a wet mixture that looks like orange juice. Then, I slowly incorporate the wet mixture to the bowl with the dry ingredients, and I do it in batches to prevent lumps from forming. Once you mix all of the ingredients together, you should end up with a mixture that looks like pancakes, but a little thinner and less heavy. I also prepare a must in making Filipino hotcakes, margarine. The moment I saw star margarine at the Filipino grocery store, I knew I had to make Filipino hotcakes. So if you don't have margarine, you can always still substitute it with butter. But it's not gonna be as good, and it's not gonna be as reminiscent as the Filipino hotcakes back home. So, to a pan, I'm adding some oil, and you can also use margarine if you want it to be more rich. I grab a ladle full of the batter and cook it in low to low-medium heat until bubbles start to form. And then you can flip it the other way, grab a brush, and while the other side is cooking, I am brushing the margarine on the top layer. And then, grab a teaspoon and sprinkle white sugar on top of this. This is only my second hotcake, and I'm already super excited to eat the whole thing. It smells that good. Then, you just continue making more hotcakes and repeat the whole process. Grab a ladle full of the batter, let it cook on one side, flip it over, brush the top layer with margarine, And then sprinkle some more white sugar. You can also add some diced mangoes if you prefer, or any other fruit. But we don't do that in the Philippines, so I'll stick with this. Now, when it's full enough, grab a hot cake, make a roll, and use the sliced banana leaf to hold it in its place. This will also serve as the handle when it's time to eat it. Because you can never have enough sugar, I sprinkle the plate with more white sugar and serve it with margarine on the side. And there you have it. Good. The sweetness from the sugar, the butteriness from the margarine, as well as the mango flavor really elevates this hot cake recipe. What's great about it as well is that the grassy aroma from the banana leaves, it really elevates the experience as well. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video.